Ruin south of the Sword Coast. 5 wealthy houses rule over the land, each having their own city-state, though coming together to form a country. These houses constantly vie for power amongst each other. House Thorley, Driscoll, Sable, Blackmore, and Marrow. We follow the adventures of Lilith and Draven Blackmore and their companions, Nathaniel and Azur. Their father, Alistair, is the head of the Blackmore house, and he has sent them on their quest to earn their birthright, as all noble Blackmores must do. They first set out to recover a family heirloom in the clutches of the Sables, but ended up killing the leader of House Sable so that his nephew, Cassius, could take the throne, gaining a powerful ally. They then set out for the Cloud Peak Mountains to capture air elementals to power an airship that House Driscoll was building, losing one of their companions, Bane, along the way. Once this mission was complete, they set out for the Driscoll city-state to hand over the elemental gems. In Driscoll, our hero stumbled upon a quest to retrieve a powerful and evil tome. Nathaniel and Draven both read from the tome once it was recovered and suffered ill effects, Draven's being much worse. Lilith took out a large loan to pay for powerful healing to restore Draven's mind. Now, working for the Red Dove Company, whom they took the loan from, has not proved very lucrative, and our heroes suffer from accepting the terms of a lopsided deal. These are the Amnian Knights, the Blackmore Saga.
And we live, y'all.
Just mine.
You got the stream up?
2
See your
tracks.
name tags?
I'm going. Name tag.
Just trying to
Name
put
tags.
some name tags up.
Drew did a thing.
I did a
And then he made me feel bad.
Was it session 20?
Yep. Session 20.
Milestone.
Yep.
So we get a year off and we get to build a bunch of magic items and stuff. And Axton can buy a...
Axton's dead, bro.
Oh, no, I know. I'm talking about how I bought a fucking... What's it called? And only made $90.
The bar?
Yeah, I bought a fucking inn for 10 grand and only came out with
the
100.
The Baron's Ale House?
Yeah. And then he destroyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucker.
Yep. Oh, I guess I need some...
Not a very good return on investment.
No, that investment was terrible. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well,
Dash.
Speaking of which, because I'm seeing an ad for it right now, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on.
yeah, I heard it wasn't very good.
Oh, that video game?
Yeah, I've heard like the acting is really good, but like the mechanics are overused, clunky, like.
I heard it gets repetitive super fast.
Which is super disappointing. I really wanted that game.
Yeah.
Bad graphics still make it a bad game, right?
No, it's
No,
not.
not
really
graphics.
The graphics are good.
It's the gameplay. I said like fighting the hordes are fun, but it burns out really quick.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like what is that? The mall game where you fight a bunch of zombies.
Was it Left 4 Dead? Or
No,
what was the other one? Dead?
The haunted house one or House on Haunted? No, that's a movie. I know what
It's
you're talking
also
about.
Dead Island. It's kind of like...
Yeah.
No, that arcade game where you fought all the undead.
Mm,
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
No.
Where you're the reporter and you go into the mall and.
Oh, that's Dead Rising.
yeah, Dead Rising.
Because like that gets old super quick. Like you do it for like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is fun.
That game was really fun. The first one was really cool because
It was new. Right?
The building the weapons was different,
Yeah.
at least.
but it was so cool because there were so many zombies
So
on
many.
screen, and that just hadn't been done yet. You know,
Mm.
like you could get trapped to where like you just couldn't even
That
move.
many
Yeah, they
AI
wouldn't even all
was not
render.
good.
Like,
Right. That's exactly. Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't fucking render.
I will try to buy the tower. It's not. I'll take.
Okay. A solid choice. A solid choice.
Maybe drool. What kind?
What does that mean?
I will find it.
You already have a home. Blackmore Manor.
I don't want to.
And you can teleport. We can just teleport out somewhere.
Teleport all over the world.
Board. All right.
That's what Butch said.
What's up, bud?
What a booch.
Yeah, that's a fun other game.
All right, so I guess let's go ahead and get into it. Get Mortal Kombat so we can fight.
Fuck you.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to say that this early.
Wooed.
Well, just wasn't expecting that response. All right, so last time,
Now your trash is
Just wanna
visible.
beat me up.
Azur had a vision in the night about the Small Teeth Mountain range. So y'all went there to investigate it. Y'all read about Dismond?
Is there a problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't crush it up and smoke it like a cigarette?
I always snort Smarties.
No, that would be way too loud.
So,
You have Smarties?
I did have more.
Do you have any more?
Downstairs, maybe.
anyways, y'all learned of this guy named Dismond. Y'all went and read about him in the literarium. Found out he was a possible slave trader in the region. The last bit of information you had was from like 50 years ago. So y'all went and found this mine. On the way there, you heard something in the bushes, but chose not to really investigate it. And then you made your way through the mountain pass. Got a big boulder thrown at you by something on top of the mountain. Killed 2 of your horses.
On mine.
Then you made your way inside. You found these guys in like heavy like plate, like armor made out of rock. Y'all killed them. Proceeded into the mine. Y'all found this guy, a potion maker in a locked room. He was like, "Hey, I'd kind of like to be free." So y'all let him out.
No, he's still there.
No, we wouldn't got him. And
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all got him
Have
out.
we left yet?
So y'all had him in the room,
Mhm.
and then y'all told him to wait, and y'all come get him
Yeah.
afterwards.
Go with the Under-Earthers.
You went through there, and you made your way to the final room, and you killed everyone in there. It was a tough fight, but y'all did all right. Azur found a mote of power, and it encased your sword in thunderous energy.
I violently murdered a gnome.
We fought,
Yes.
We fought
Oh, yeah.
Phantom. That's why I was trying to get your attention.
And
That's why I was
importantly,
like,
like on the way there, the noise you heard in the bush came back to bite you in the ass because it was the Phantom and his other ally, the Scarlet Arcanist.
We hit him in the ass.
God dang, James.
Mute your goddamn phone. and then, right as y'all were finishing up that fight, Lilith had this huge aura of shadow come out of her. You saw this big claw as she stuck it into the gnome's throat, and then shadow just encompassed her. And then after a few moments, it went away, and the gnome's body dropped to the ground. His head decayed. But yeah, so after y'all finished going through there, y'all found 7,000 gold worth of gold ore. You found 1,000 gold pieces worth of garnets, and
Yeah, I wrote
then
it down.
which was 200 garnets worth 5 gold each, and
200
then
gone. Yep, I got that.
and then you found your motive power. And then we went ahead and fast tracked it just kind of in the session. Y'all went back. Y'all got that guy. Y'all asked him to go to the Under-Earthers. Somebody give me a persuasion roll on that real quick.
What is was it the Notebook of
E.
Arun?
Okay.
Okay.
Just so, because y'all talked about that afterwards. So I was gonna
Yeah,
give y'all
I
a
was
chance to
wondering
do it, but we'll give it a
We're on the
roll.
way back now, or are we just gonna?
Yeah. So I'm gonna have y'all on your way back to Driscoll. That's where y'all were headed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're on your way back. about to arrive is where we'll be when we start. But give me that persuasion roll real quick to see if that guy went to the Under Earthers.
Yeah, I wrote Shimrodam journal.
Yeah, Shim wrote in. What'd you get?
29.
Okay, yeah, he went to the Under Earthers.
Sounds like a perfect place.
So y'all send him
First
send him on your way
night?
there.
I'll give him a letter.
Give him that button, maybe.
Yeah.
One of the buttons.
Safety pin, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We all have buttons.
Safety
a
pin with a
button.
button.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a safety.
No, it
pin.
has like a button because it's like a badge.
No, we all had different buttons.
Yeah, it was just nonsense.
It was a
but,
button
yeah.
on a safety pin.
Yeah. So we'll start this session with y'all arriving in Driscoll. So you ride through the gates, stable your horses, your 2 left, and then what are you doing?
I should have got Phantom Steed.
I'm just gonna
That would have been the perfect opportunity.
before we get back into the city. Do anybody want this billowing cape and these boots, or should we give these to
What were
that
the
gnome
boots?
lady?
Striding?
Yeah,
Long strider?
30 feet, and then you can
Striding
jump.
and the boots are striding and springing, and one was the cape of billowing or the
Yeah.
cloak of billowing.
Or should we just give these back to the to the gnome to try to get our money for killing the phantom?
Yeah, I mean, anything we can add to the value there will be
'Cause I
more
have-
cash in our pocket afterwards.
I have his
right?
rapier and dagger too.
And the boots are cool.
Boots are probably worth more on their own than bounty wolves.
Maybe we can sell the boots.
I think they specifically wanted the boots.
Oh, did they?
I think so.
They
Yeah,
wanted,
We haven't given them shit on that yet.
Right.
and y'all were supposed to bring the guy in.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to also
So
sold
maybe
we sold this
should
longsword.
be Like, hey, we haven't seen him.
Well, if we get caught selling this in,
Well, we've got the cash, right? To
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least
we
pay
got
her.
the cash to pay him. Let's just fucking pay him and
well,
bounce.
we gotta go to. We got 7 gold worth of ore, not gold.
7 gold.
$7,000
Oh,
worth
yeah.
of this like metal stuff,
Yeah,
and I
or-
pull out some of it out of the back. Like, this isn't
Well,
coin.
We could sell that to a jeweler, perhaps, or a bank.
I mean, they may just
Take it.
take it.
We can always try.
Yeah.
We can. Yeah, let's go. We can ask them. Yeah, if they're if what we were to come into the possession of a large amount of gold ore, would they take that as cash value?
This is while we're here, I'd like to write father about the mine and bacon.
Yeah, we just.
Okay,
We'll keep those
so
boots.
they're gonna keep the boots.
It was $500 to keep them
So you
alive.
showed me the note.
Right.
It said 500. The Phantom alive.
My notes was 500 phantom alive, really
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Since he's dead, there's no point in giving them their shit.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Yep.
So you make your way to the Red Dove to go pay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, so the jobs y'all did for the Sanguinai, y'all paid off 1,700 in work, and y'all paid 100. So that was 1,800 off of your 10,000 gold debt. So that puts you at 8,200 owed. And you have 7,000 in gold pieces and 1,000 in garnets.
Do we need 200 more gold?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give. Well,
Yeah,
I
I
got
think we've
I
got
got
that.
200 in the fund.
Well, we get the stones also.
Yeah, we counted that.
Yeah, the
Oh.
garnets. Yeah.
The garnets were worth 1,000. The ore was worth 7,000.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we've each got gold to cover. And yeah, we've got some in the bag.
All right, so you make your way back to the Red Dove. Woman's in there. Welcome back. Any news on the Phantom?
Nope, haven't seen him.
He's a
Roll
tricky...
deception.
Just keep your mouth shut.
4.
Haven't seen him.
Well, not since the last time he kicked our ass. He's a hard one to track down. Seems he finds us, not the other way around.
Oh,
Killed that bear guy, didn't we?
Yes, we have killed a few of his companions, maybe, but
Cold-hearted self-defense.
well, we want him alive.
In other news, however, we do have something of value. Maybe could just...
Oh, interesting. Well, what is it?
Yeah.
You said you had 7,000 in gold ore.
Yes,
So
yes,
dumping
yes.
it all out on the ground. Okay.
7,000 worth of gold here.
Well, we'll have to get it appraised to see the value. But 7,000 doesn't clear your debt.
We got these garnets too, and I'm like,
200 garnet. Oh God. Okay.
This is a small fortune here.
So, debt paid, right?
No. We must have these items appraised, and we'll return with a value.
okay, so it's appraised. Can I appraise it?
No, you can't.
7,000, ain't it? Appraised.
Would it be easier for us to maybe take it to a buyer and just bring you
wait
coin?
here, and we'll have someone come in and take a look at it, and you can keep your eye on it. So we'll leave it right here on the counter, and then we'll contact someone to come take a look at it. And
Pawn Stars.
Calling an
I'm not an
expert.
expert here, but I've got a buddy that is. He's even here. We'll bring-
yeah, exactly. You mind if I call a buddy?
A friend of mine. Take a look at this.
I'll
I'll just
So they send for
head over to the
someone.
bar and have a drink while we wait.
This process, it takes a couple hours. There's a lot of gems to look at. It's a lot of gold ore to look at.
Can I
But
get a short rest then while we're waiting?
you've had a long rest since the
we
fight.
have?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it took a
Cool.
couple of days to get out there, I think.
yeah. You'd have had one long rest.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We just kind of fast tracked it back. So
Finish my spells wisely.
okay. Yeah. So for the next couple hours, y'all kind of wait around, and then eventually they come back to you, and they valued the gold at 8,000. I was gonna fuck y'all, but I'll decide not to. So yeah, they value it for what it appeared to be worth. So you still owe 200 gold. If you'd like to pay that now, or perhaps take another job, maybe track down the Phantom.
What about the garnets?
Yes, the garnets were part of it. I
Oh.
meant the gold and the gems were 8,000.
Gold?
Yeah.
How crucial is this phantom fella showing up alive?
Very, very crucial. You see, he was scheduled to have a meeting before the magistrate, and let's just say it won't be good if he doesn't show up.
Would be good
Maybe
for
he's
who?
running from you.
Yeah, that's what your job is. But wait a few hours, we'll find out his whereabouts, and we'll send you in a direction. So
I'm pretty busy. I don't know about everyone else.
Oh, you. So now then, okay. Just wait a couple moments, and
Who's gonna take
she
that?
walks into the back, and she's gone for like 5 minutes or so, and she comes back with
I do have enough amethyst to do it instead of 200 gold to try. Would we rather do that or just 200 gold? Keep the amethyst.
So she comes back, and she's holding this diamond. It's about like this big, and in the center of it is this looks like blood floating in it, and she holds it, and as she stares at it, the blood inside starts to glow slightly red. Flash, flash, and then it dims out. Huh. Seems he's no longer alive.
Someone is taking care of your...
You could track him this whole time?
Yes. Well, gotta earn your keep. We told you he was in town.
Would there be a possibility he's in his lair?
No.
You don't know of any way he could have masked his
Well, I'm not
location
saying there
from
aren't
this,
ways to mask your presence, but I feel that he may not have been capable of such magic. But perhaps he came into something.
He had a strong arcanist the last time he thwarted us.
Did he?
Know if maybe you've heard of him or know
What's his
of
name?
the Scarlet Arcanist.
Scarlet Arcanist.
He was a gnome, probably here from Driscoll.
Ah. Yes, it's probably the Unroge boy.
Unroge.
Yes, Sindri.
Are they a family here in town?
There's not many of them left. I think he may have been one of the last, but
That was me. That wasn't Draven.
they come from a proud family. You see, they come from the line of a famous hero, Laurel the Red Mage. Maybe you've heard of her. Her name was Laurel Inroge, so he's part of that family.
Would you know where he lives in town?
Probably somewhere in the old town.
What made her famous?
You've never heard of Laurel the Red Mage?
Did you know Trevor?
Just in passing, just maybe a few
Yeah,
stories. Nothing.
The famous mage from the Fading
From the fading.
Stopped the horrible beast Margaret Blackmore.
Where's my note?
Is it Trevor?
I thought it was Trevor.
So-
Trevor's from Thorley.
Okay. So
Okay.
Trevor was from Thorley.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're getting our information together.
No, that's fine. The very first time I read it off, I said it wrong. And that's probably why you have it written down wrong, 'cause she did the same thing.
Okay. Here it is.
So it's your fault.
Yeah, 100%.
I know two
Okay.
names now.
Yes, from the fading.
Yes, the Fading.
and they
event.
still
the
have an ex-
famous event.
I have the
A
name.
world-altering event.
You're familiar with Laurel the Red Mage, then?
So they still have an estate here in Driscoll or outside of town, or
I mean, that's why I think if he lived anywhere, it'd probably be in the old town. Yeah, she was from long ago. Their family, they were famous, but you know, they died out for the most part, moved away. But Sindri stayed.
the arcane arts prevalent in the family, or is he one of the rare ones?
I can't say I'm entirely familiar with the family history, but I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Okay. He was just an intriguing fellow, stronger than he looked for a boy that young.
Yeah, well, about now, I mean, he wouldn't be too young, but young for a gnome. So, anyways.
So,
Well,
uh,
I have 200 gold to give you.
Oh, perfect. Great. We take it. All right. Consider your debt paid then. Well done.
8,000.
what do we do with
9,800.
the blood that was collected?
What do you mean?
Didn't you sign over with blood?
Oh.
Yes, that's just part of the contract.
Is there any way to get that back?
No. Maybe if you wanted to buy it back. Say 10,000 gold?
Perhaps it wouldn't be sitting.
What about it? What are you talking about? I don't recall.
In a diamond?
Huh?
What if we could trade someone else's
Oh,
blood?
that was unrelated. That was just something I used to divine locations.
Is there
Insight.
a
Okay,
blood
roll
of
inside.
a blood of someone
Yeah, I
else
don't
we
believe
could
this motherfucker.
trade?
1 second.
15.
You can't really tell, but you can tell she's lying to you.
Absolutely.
Bold-faced lie.
Seems like you're lying.
Nope, not at all.
You sure you are?
Nope.
You sure?
Yes.
Why are you sweating?
It's warm.
We should call you off.
Is that a threat?
No. No.
What's your name?
What's your name? Where do you live? When do you get off work?
I don't know if this is the best
Perhaps
name, Raven.
you
Sorry,
should
call back humor.
remain respectful, lest you need a meeting with the local magistrate.
Yes, our business seems to be done here.
We'll see you later.
I'd like my blood back.
10,000 gold. Yeah, that was debt you owed. This is a transaction.
And it was paid.
Oh, no, it was paid off with coin. Blood was part of the deal. There was no deal on returns. But I am kindly offering it back to you. It's highly irregular for 10,000 gold. So, would you like to take a loan? What spell?
Find object.
Return blood.
Return
Find
blood.
looking object. That's a good one. That's a good spell.
If we come back through town on our travels, is we still be able to come here for jobs? Maybe we.
Oh, certainly. We always
run
need
funds.
people to work. So, yeah. I mean, you still have an outstanding job, so you'll need to finish that one first, but
Which one is that?
to capture the Phantom.
Can't just
Well,
send that one in and say, hey, we're done.
I mean, your gym kind of shows that is no
Well,
longer.
you brought up an interesting theory that maybe he's masking his location, so we'll consider the case still open for now.
Okay.
Alright.
As we're walking out, maybe we can get that cape.
All right, so what do y'all do now?
Sister. Said you remembered some numbers. I think we could possibly find a corresponding house in Old Town with those numbers.
What is the plan?
I figured we could do some snoop.
Yeah.
Find out more about why she had this vision. Possibly what they had there. Because I would assume that he's a single man, bachelor. That could there, you know.
That's possible. It could be funding the whole thing.
So I would assume that would be a good stop.
So where would they have addresses to estates and stuff? Try the literarium.
Will we know like how to find an address of a house? Is there like a postmaster we could go to and be like, hey, do you know this address?
Was
Yeah.
there addresses back then?
Yeah. There would be ways to, identify where a house was.
The pigs in the front yard.
You could go try to find a local courier postman.
To find the Unrush house?
I'd say there's not any like state post, but there are like couriers and stuff that would know the city well enough.
Okay.
Is that everything the Unrush house?
Yeah. I'm thinking that's a good lead wherever that's may go.
All right, so y'all make your way over to the courier's office. You meet a man named Winfred. So are you looking to have a package delivered? How far?
We're looking for a house.
352.
352917?
Address. Old Town.
Doesn't sound like an address to me.
Would you know of the
Unrush, UNROSH or something?
Unrush?
The Unrush house.
Yes.
Yeah, they live in Old Town. If you take, and he kind of points you to this road, and if you take that down, and you make a turn by the there's a large house with a statue in front of it. If you turn right there,
What kind of?
It's a statue of a woman spellcaster.
Lenora.
If you turn there and then make your way down 2 more blocks, it should be somewhere in there.
Alright, thank you for your help, and I'll tip him.
He smacks it out of the air.
Actually, I don't have a copper. I'll give him 1 silver.
I thank you, sir.
Did y'all not need to send a letter?
Oh, he actually.
A letter.
That is true.
Did you think you might like your letter?
I'm just trying to
Good
help
point.
you, sister.
Trying to help you?
Don't need his affection.
Write him a
Pull out
bloody letter.
a quill and a paper, and I will write a letter to father.
What does it say?
Head it off on behalf of Lilith Blackmore.
The synopsis of it is that we've gone on many great adventures. One of our stops led us to Driscoll, where we came across a mine that was owned by
Desmond. Okay.
We took the mine over. It is now vacant. Father would way we intend to venture into his other mines, find this man, and procure the deed for him, not make them vacant.
Okay. All right, so you write that. You have,
we did.
yeah, but you haven't. She asked if you ever told him.
Oh, probably not.
No.
I'll also.
Okay. All right, so you put that in an envelope. Seal it with your signet ring.
Yeah, the one that I don't wear.
Okay. Seal it. And like right before you're like about to like pour the wax on it and seal it, the courier's like, "Well, hold on. How quickly do you want this message there? We can do travel by horseback, which if this is going all the way to Blackmore will take a little while. Or you could pay for express service and we could have one of our couriers, under your permission, I don't know how sensitive it is, but he could cast sending and send the message instantly.
What is the looking at?
Well, for horseback travel, all the way to Blackmore will be 3 gold. Sending would cost you N.
Does it send it to another correspondent there and they deliver it, or does it go straight?
The
to...
courier will leave here on horseback and ride and deliver it directly.
No, the sending.
It's a spell.
Right. Is he going to send it to another courier in one of y'all's offices there, or straight to
Straight.
Blackmore?
Oh, the message.
Doesn't he have to know him to be able to?
He just has to know of him.
It's pretty neat.
So, up to you.
I suppose. Gold.
Okay. All right. So, they read it off, cast the spell. I do it a few times, I guess, because it's a long message, but, yeah. Well, thank you for your patronage. I'm sure your father will respond.
How does that work on the other side? Like, what is he actually?
You just hear it in his head.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can also say something.
He can
back.
respond.
Yeah,
But,
you can respond.
uh,
Freaking cleric spells.
Probably
he
that
would
railing
respond
your
to them,
mom.
but he hasn't yet. So it seems like he's not going to respond directly to the spell. He might.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sounds very fatherish.
So, yes, he might. So what do you do now?
Go to the house.
Are we gonna tell them that we killed their son?
No.
He was the last one.
He was the only one left.
All right.
Do we know that?
As far as we know.
Oh, the last of the Rouge. I thought he meant of the Friends of Justice.
Oh, we don't know. We could be walking into a big fucking layer of the Justice League.
Right up to the Avengers, why don't we? Yeah, you know of 765243?
The number sound familiar to you?
All right. So you
Got a
make
gift from Thanos.
your way.
The gods.
You follow these directions.
Said make it snappy.
You follow these directions to the that the guy laid out for you, and find your way down the road a ways, and then you turn right by the house with the statue. You recognize that as the house the auction was in, and then you continue on several more blocks. Now give me perceptions, investigations as y'all are looking around at all these houses. So you got houses on like both sides of this like cobblestone street. Most of them are like 2-story buildings.
26.
Okay. So looking around, you're able to locate a house that has a mat on it that says "In Rouge," like on near the door. So you recognize that as the house. You try the door; it is locked.
Does it look well kept?
No.
No.
All the houses in this area are pretty run down. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely. The statue that you passed on the house.
Um,
And y'all had seen that before. That was the house that the auction was in.
Yeah.
how large is it?
Going in the house that is the statue?
No, y'all passed
No,
it.
you passed them.
You're
That's
just
where
like
we turned,
it was just
yeah.
like a landmark. This house, they're like in this area. They're like 2-story houses, right? But so think of it like like a small like San Francisco house, where they're all like kind of like smushed in, So, I mean, you don't know how big exactly it is, just because it's like a big line of buildings, but it looks like it might have 4 or 5 rooms in it, maybe.
I'll walk around back and Coach would.
I was gonna say I can turn us both. You unlock the door, and then we'll both go invisible and go in.
I mean, I think we can just walk in.
Go around the back. See.
Yeah, let's try that first.
Y'all go around back. There is a door back there.
I'll stay at the front door.
I'm gonna go try it.
All the doors are locked.
Locked.
I'll
So
keep watch.
I'm gonna try to unlock this door.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna knock.
Like you're knocking on the door, or you're casting like the spell.
No,
knock?
just knock.
Okay.
Yeah, knock on the door.
So you knock. You listen. Doesn't sound like anyone's coming.
Yeah, then I'm gonna look around, make sure nobody's around, and then
Okay. Give me a perception check.
I was just gonna keep watch out front.
Okay. Give me a perception.
8.
25. Go to 20 and a 19.
They're like in the back of this house. Like there's a few people like passing by like the alley, but no one really seems to be paying attention to you.
Okay. Yeah, when I think I got a good moment, I'm gonna try to unlock this back door.
Okay. So you.
I'm proficient in thieves' tools now.
Okay, so you'll make a dex roll.
7, then dex plus 4, and then
Add your
plus
proficiency.
14.
14.
Expertise.
Just proficiency. Yeah, I got it with it.
Let's double your proficiency.
I'm not decent. I didn't have proficiency fully before.
You didn't. Okay, so yeah. just
All right.
proficiency.
So you try to pick it and it doesn't unlock.
I'm gonna go around to the front and see.
Okay.
Anybody come out here to the front?
I rolled a 9 perception.
You haven't noticed him. I mean, there's people passing by.
Yeah,
but,
just people passing by. No one's came
What,
to the door.
What time of the day is it? Noonish?
yeah, roughly midday.
I guess like these doors are the doors that lock.
Yeah.
Not like a deadbolt. So.
I mean, you're not sure exactly, but
I'm gonna try my hand again at the front door.
okay.
Is that right?
Hmm.
Okay. 22.
22. It just won't unlock.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, this door's down tight. I don't think this is a natural lock here.
Magic. Yeah, this is and what I'll do is I'll go back around to the back and I'll hold my hand against the door and I'll poof my familiar on the inside of it.
Okay. 1 second. I want to make sure your familiar can do that.
You can summon it without not being in your vision.
10 feet away
Different
from me
room.
at most.
As soon as it touches the ground, dead.
Right. Sends off an alarm.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Spikes come out of the door.
Yeah. Occupied space in range. All right. Oh, your familiar is inside.
I will cast my raven
Okay.
and I will use Misty Step to step in a location.
Okay. Go ahead and make sure to mark off your materials for that familiar.
Huh?
Your familiar.
What about?
The monetary cost. Make sure you knock off that you made a use of it.
Oh yeah, I already did it. 'Cause
Okay.
It's rituals. So I just have him up all.
Oh well. Okay. I thought it did not die.
It did, but I brought him back.
I'm not
at
sure.
some point.
I think both
His-
of ours died.
Yeah,
His
but
died.
mine
didn't.
died.
He redid his at the long
Okay.
rest
Yeah.
inside the
Yeah.
wizard, but
Okay.
he did.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure. All right. Gotcha.
You just need to stock up on that.
Yeah, no, he does. Just try to remind him.
No, I just said we need.
I've only got
And then you misty step inside. Okay.
3.
So you're
Sweet.
inside.
I can get us.
I will go to the closest window in the back and unlock it and open it.
Okay. You try to unlock one of the windows, and it won't open. It appears to be glass. There's a few windows, yeah.
We are in the middle of the day.
Not get too crazy.
Can I look around the house to see if maybe there's a key laying around anywhere?
Go ahead. Make a investigation check as you look around through cupboards and drawers and whatnot.
Natural one.
You are unable to locate a set of keys inside the house.
Get in that window. Can I see into the house at all?
So like you go there, there's like curtains obscuring your vision, but you can kind of roughly see in there. Like you're looking into like what looks like the kitchen area.
What are you seeing in there?
That's to me.
You still can't open it?
Block these windows and doors and
Look around for her, see if there's anything in there. If anything happens, I can get me and one other person in there.
Okay, so what you're seeing right now, you see like a kitchen area that's maybe like 10 foot wide by like 15 foot this way. It's kind of big, and then you've got a big living room area that has like some old like sofas and stuff, a nice coffee table and table, like oil lamps about the place, but none are lit. It looks pretty dusty in here. There's a staircase near the front door that goes upstairs, and there's like one room downstairs. Like you kind of pass the kitchen and at the end of the little hall there, and then there's another door that leads to like a lavatory, but there's one bedroom downstairs, but there's also stairs that go up. All right, so you go upstairs and you come down to a hallway, and you see 3 doors. One at the end of the hall, one right beside you, and one in the middle.
I'll find ahead of the right door.
All right, you look inside there, and you grab the door, you open it, it kind of like creaks open. You look inside, you see some old chest of drawers, you see a wardrobe, and a nice like queen-sized bed. It all looks pretty old and decrepit, unused for like a long time.
Big bed for a gnome.
Can I try that window in there if there is a window?
There's not a window in this room.
There's not.
No.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll quickly rifle through this room.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Uh, 13.
13. Just going through this, you find old clothes. It looks like a female gnome's clothes. Excuse me. Find old clothes. You find like an old necklace. Like it's like a gold necklace. It looks like it might be worth maybe 2 gold. The bed's old. I mean, there doesn't seem to be much of value in here.
I'll go back into the hallway. Is there a window at the end of the hallway or anything?
Yeah, so in these next 2 rooms, checking them, there's windows in these rooms.
Okay, I'm gonna try to.
Okay, they don't open. It looks like they locked this place down tight to stop exactly what's happening from happening. As best they could.
Alright, on the room on the left, I'll search through there.
Okay, give me an investigation.
21.
Yeah, this is another similar setup. This room actually has like a small closet, and it has a chest of drawers as well. Nice end table. Inside the end table, you find a little coin purse. When you pick it up, it kind of like the bottom falls out of it. You find 5 gold in there. It just like appears like upstairs, like no one stays up here, and they haven't for some time. And then for the next room, you can roll again if you want to search that last room upstairs.
That is 20.
20, a great roll to find nothing. That sucks. But there just doesn't seem to be much here. This room actually, like the clothes and stuff have actually all been taken out of the dressers and whatnot, but there are like cobwebs and stuff and inside of them. It looks pretty abandoned up here.
I'll go back down.
Okay, you go downstairs past the kitchen.
I don't know how long you're willing to stay here, I was gonna for
You're inside. We're outside.
Mm-hmm. You do what you gotta do, and
Okay, so you just want to like kind of look around and spend a while.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your passive? Investigation. 18.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna. We're all outside, I guess, just watching, making sure nobody's really.
Okay.
I'm like in an alleyway, kind of just.
Keeping an eye out. Give me what are your passive perceptions?
Mine's really high.
While you're
Mine's
just sitting and
really
waiting.
weak.
Mine's 21.
21.
Mine's like 10, 9, something
Okay.
like that.
So you spend like the next fucking hour, like going through the floor, like all throughout this area, and you don't notice any trapdoors, but you gave it a good thorough searching. There's still one more bedroom downstairs that you haven't checked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. Alright, I'll ritually do detect magic and I'll go in there.
Okay, as you approach the door, you detect magic from the doorknob lock area, and this door is fucking locked magically.
I'll
The
do
doors, the windows. Now that you're doing detect magic, you're pinging
magic all over the window.
you're detecting abjuration magic all over the place.
Especially
Like
on this doorknob out of all
on
the
that
windows.
doorknob, the back door, the front door, all of the window locks. Like
I'll do the same thing I did with the back door, familiar misses stuff.
okay, and then like you are like pinging more magic inside that room
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, I'll familiar and miss stuff in.
Okay. So you go inside that room. You're detecting magic from underneath the floor in this room.
Pry up the floorboard,
All right, you pry it up right there, and
my dagger out.
all right. So you do that, and in the floor, set into the ground, you see a large, thick metal box. There's a dial on the front.
Yeah, I don't like a
Mm-hmm.
combination, and it's not one of those that you can pull.
Right.
It's safe.
Yeah, it's in the ground.
Probably like we're given some sort of numbers at some point.
Oh.
You should have not said
Is
shit.
there-
You
is
should have
there-
said, "How did you say something, dude?"
Is there a
He would have
window?
been like,
Is there
"Why'd
a
you have to
window
do
in this
that?"
room?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna tap on the window and try to get someone's attention.
You hear a slight tapping on like the far end of the house.
Find anything in there?
Yeah, I got a safe.
Been in there forever.
I don't have any numbers for it.
Ah.
That's
Damn it, James ruined it.
He did.
That's
Motherfucker.
Lilith for those numbers again.
Lilith. I think your brother found a safe. Maybe he wants to use those numbers, see if it works.
I see. My numbers.
Can you pick it up?
I can't pick it up. It's in the ground.
I could bring her in there, but it'd be loud.
Not a good idea.
I see him.
Yeah.
Through the window.
Yeah, y'all are like at the
Open up
window.
the shades and I'm like,
Fine.
Whatever you do, we need to get on with
I'll
it.
do 35, 29.
Okay. Is that the order? 35, 29, 17. You spin it around to the last one. It opens.
No trap? Come on.
Inside and
Fireball.
Inside, you find a
tin bomb.
tin
tin
that
bomb?
explodes.
tin bombs.
Inside, you find a leather-bound journal with a hexagon engraved into it with a star inside and 5 other stars. You find a coin purse that has 1,000 gold pieces in it.
Whoa.
And you find a red cloak. It smells of brimstone.
And that's all I find in there.
Mhm.
That's
It's like
all the-
red with like yellow, like embroidery.
That's all the magic I was pinging in this.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll put the stuff inside of the robes and roll it up and put it in my bag.
Okay.
And then I'll search this.
Okay, give me investigation.
The last room is
18.
18. Looking around this room looks well lived in. You see like glasses of water next to the nightstand. Looks like the oil lamp been used within the last couple days. You find lots of clothing in the closet. You find like 4 fucking like red cloaks and like red, overvest, the kind of same shit he was wearing. Like,
Right,
looks like he has
see.
multiple outfits of that. But other than that, you found his valuables in the
Okay.
safe.
And I will go back to the back. I'll put the board back.
Okay.
Well, I guess I have to go out of this room. I'll put my hand up against the window. Or no, I don't even have to do that since I can see out the window.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, unless I want to draw a curtain.
It doesn't matter.
Up to you.
I'll draw the curtain shut.
Okay.
You can still peek your head out there and
Yeah.
That's true.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter. I'll be.
Misty
within
step.
the-
Alrighty. Poof. You're outside.
Alright, we got everything. Let's go back to the tavern. No.
Okay.
And also here, I'll toss you the bag of gold.
me
Yeah.
for
It's a heavy
1,000.
bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, throws you this big bag. Like,
I like to have a basketball hoop as the bag of holding.
2 points.
Yeah. Nice.
So, I'm gonna go back to the inn and we can
and like just
sort
like
out.
just for clarity, you were detecting magic from that cloak,
Right.
but not the book.
Yeah, let's get back.
All right, so you make your way back to the Coblob's loft. Alrighty, you make your way to Coblob's loft. Coblob's in there. Hello.
Coblov!
Hey,
Good to
guys.
see you again.
Good to see you again. You've come back, but my wife still hasn't.
Yeah. Some things never change.
Don't know why I said that. But
No, time heals all wounds. That's-
Probably for the best.
I hope so. But anyways, welcome back to the esteemed Coblob's loft. Will you have your usual table in the corner?
I just want to do some business upstairs. When we come back down.
Ah, some rooms.
Yes.
Just one room for now.
Just one.
Do we
Mm.
still have our rooms there?
I don't know. I don't remember the last time y'all got them.
I'm not sure.
But some rooms. The same ones you normally stay in?
Yes, those would work just fine.
Is he okay? He tried to burn the place down last time.
Oh yeah. We got that fixed.
He's doing much better.
Okay.
Is everything, did everything get repaired?
Yes, it's been fixed.
Have, what kind of, cost did that incur?
I haven't been back since you burned it.
Sorry.
What, how much did that set you back?
It wasn't too bad. Just a few hundred gold.
I'm gonna look at, Azur and, hey, let me, see that bag for a minute, bud.
The shinies? God damn it.
The shinies.
All right.
Count out 300 gold.
Oh, thank you, Nathaniel.
Can that include all rooms?
Sure.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh,
For sure.
How much? 3?
We'll always have a place for you. I appreciate it, Nathaniel. The gesture is much appreciated. Yeah. Just,
Your discretion was very helpful in this matter. It
always.
went a long way.
Yes, we always look out for our own. But, just try not to burn the place down,
Yes.
son.
He shan't make that mistake again.
Good luck on your wife.
Thank you.
Leave up the stairs.
He just like stands there and starts sobbing. He just keeps doing this loudly as you walk upstairs and close the door.
And
You hear one last.
I'll bust out the robes,
Okay.
and I will use identify ritually.
Okay.
You haven't even given her the book yet.
I haven't.
Freaking Greedy Williams over here.
Pulled it all out, threw it on the bed, and I.
Did you go to LSU?
Pulled it all out?
Yeah, I pulled the
Whipped
book,
it all
I pulled
out.
the robes out, and I threw the book on the bed, and I pulled the robes out.
Actually, okay.
As soon
Was it
as
a
I
robe
see
or
that
was it
book-
a,
Like a cloak.
cloak, right? Yeah.
Who was that right there?
As soon as I see that
badass.
book come out, I'm gonna
Okay.
Does it look familiar to you? Yes.
Wrong book.
All right, so you're spending the next 10 minutes ritually casting identify. You pull out the book. What do you
Like-
do with it? It looks just like the book from your vision. You read it. Do you know Gnomish?
That looks like gnomish. You mind if I take a look at it?
Can I try to slip out of the room right
Mhm.
now?
Are you gonna try to sneak out, or are you
I'll
just
be
gonna
like,
walk out?
I gotta go take a piss and I'll walk out.
Okay.
He doesn't like bugs.
You fail. I'm just kidding.
Roll for piss.
You just leave.
I got,
You
I
scared
got
of the book.
something I want to go do. but-
Okay. Do you know Gnomish?
No.
Weird thing.
Does Nathaniel know Gnomish?
Yes.
Nathaniel knows Gnomish.
Like a bedtime story.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Oh. Yeah, let me take a look at it.
That's fine.
All right, so you take a look at this journal. It appears to be a journal.
Blows your fucking mind.
It seems to be dated. All the entries seem to be dated about 300 years ago,
So
which
it's an old journal.
which you know the timing of the fading lines up with this.
Okay.
It's written by Laurel in Rouge or En Rouge. Many entries speak of investigations into these villages and hamlets that have been being overcome by the rifts to the Shadowfell. Some buildings and some entire villages appearing as if they were like burned by the shadow itself. They fought off terrible abominations of shadow, these shadow-like creatures, sealing rifts to the realms. Like all these different entries talk about this. At one point, they actually confronted Margaret head-on, and she bested them. There used to be 4. You know the stories of 3 famous heroes, but there was a 4th, Roland the Righteous. He was a cleric of Ilmater. Based on these entries, it seems as if, or he was a cleric of Ilmater, and in this fight, he was killed.
Okay.
Based on the entries, it seems as if Laurel was deeply in love with Roland, but she planned on confessing her feelings after they finished this, but never got the chance to.
Tragic.
Yes. After this entry, there are no more entries for 4 months. And then the last entry reads, "We've tracked down the Shadow Queen to a location deep within the Weeping Wood. I will attempt to subdue her with my magic, and Trevor will place the dimensional shackles on her. Martin says he has a perfect place to store her, deep underground. I do hope he knows what he's doing." And then after this entry, it looks like the rest of the pages have been ripped out.
Oh.
That is it.
That's all that's in there.
Just a fucking diary.
I mean, thought it was a great story.
I whisper under my breath.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. You keep it?
It mine.
You
All right.
Clutch it to your chest.
Yes. Informations. Ooh.
The Weeping Wood, is that what it was called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Wood of Weeps.
Is that somewhere we know?
It's on the map.
On the map?
I think it was called the Weeping Wood. I might have miswrote.
It's also where we heard about the woman.
Was that in the Green Knight?
No.
Yeah.
Weeping Wood. It's
I am the
further
Green-
east of the Under-Earthers hideout.
Okay.
It's the cape of the mountain bank.
Cape of the Mountain Bank?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means.
Or Monte Bank or whatever. Wow, okay. Well, you'll like it. It's really funny. But it gives you like a dimension door a day.
Okay.
You already have a cloak, right?
I do.
I think, and I can Thunder Step. You can Misty Step. So one of them need it, I think.
I would agree.
Mount Bank. Yeah, so it smells faintly of brimstone. While wearing it, you can use it to cast Dimensions Door as an action.
Pretty cool.
Can't be used again until the next dawn. When you disappear, you leave behind a cloud of smoke. When you appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. The smoke slightly obscures the space you left behind and appear in, and it dissipates on the end of your next turn. A light or strong wind dissipates the smoke.
Throw it back on the bed and
No, it's teleportation.
Break a pole
Exploration. Outwear.
stick. We're gonna have tryouts.
you lock
We can invent it.
Rock or stone parchment shears.
parchment sheets.
Yeah.
Do you want it? If you'd probably be able to use it just as well.
Why don't you roll for it?
Trying to think who it would benefit best. Like you said, everyone's kind of got get out of jail cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yours is really only your darkness, right? So you would probably be able to use it more often, like if you needed it. I can disengage and dash and get the fuck out of town.
Last fight it would really handy when you walk into that room.
So
Guess it depends on how many-
I
Yes,
have no
it-
problem with you having it. But if you want it, yeah.
Paper for the Mount Bank.
Well, and if y'all are, because I can Thunder Step him if I'm in close, and I'm gonna get Dimension Door later.
Cool. So, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
You
go
left.
to the Red Dove
Okay.
and look for the chick.
She's there. Welcome back.
Is she on a table?
There's like, okay, so the way this looks, I think I've described it before, but there's like a large like counter, like picture like you're going to the bank, you know, and like there's like a fucking shield thing, like.
Is she?
Okay.
I'm gonna put my arm next to it and I'm gonna lean in close.
It
and-
doesn't require
I'm gonna
attunement.
take those boots.
You're gonna take the boots?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were striding.
I believe.
Yeah,
I could be
boots are-
wrong.
No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna put my hand next to it. I'm gonna lean in close and I'm gonna say,
Yes.
I had a vision. My deity told me where my moat was. Some human in black came between me and my moat. Therefore, I destroyed him.
Okay.
His name was the Phantom. And I lay the cloak, the dagger, the rapier. Yeah, the cloak, the dagger, and the rapier.
But not the boots.
And then I'll throw down a gem focus, and say, I didn't mean to kill him. He was just weaker than I thought. Those
Did you get his boots?
I did not get his boots.
Roll deception.
I was gonna give him the boots until he said he wanted them.
Yeah.
Didn't roll very good. 16.
16. Oh, what happened to the boots if you didn't get them? Did you just leave them there?
I sold them.
Oh, so you did get the boots. She believed you.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Oh.
I
Well,
guess could I have done insight before that name? I should have done.
well, how much did you get for them?
few shinies.
A few shinies.
Can I roll to see how much I put on the table for him? I just grab a bunch out of the bag of holding.
Okay, roll.
You do 20s and add a 0 on the end.
Roll a d10
Okay.
and just tell me what you roll.
A 1.
One. So you pull out 100 gold and set it down. You sold them
To my
for
brother.
100 gold.
No, it was a human. I don't know. I can't remember. It was dark. I killed my horse. I had to buy a new horse.
Well, the story's all over the place, sir.
The main story is I killed him.
Yeah, I got that, but well, y'all were hired to bring him back alive. And the boots were just so specifically mentioned several times. You sold them for 100 gold and a horse? You know, I liked you. You didn't cause too much trouble.
You got between me and my god.
But
I like Lilith. I try to protect her.
right,
You already
I'm
have her
trying to
blood.
decide what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have to tell the magistrate, and he's not going to be happy. Oh.
This was
Mm-mm.
my fault, not my companion's.
Right, I know, I get that.
If your phantom was so weak, he would be alive.
Okay.
It's hard to bring in someone alive with being that weak.
Yeah, you could just not do things that kill people to them, but you know, whatever.
He was trying to kill me.
Right. Well, all right. So what we're gonna do is, no harm, no foul. Just meet me back here at midnight, and we can discuss payment.
Just me?
Yes, just you. Bring more than. Maybe you can muster up 500 more gold. And if not, we can talk about a working program.
I'll give you 500
alone.
I drop 500 gold right in front of me.
Oh.
And say, you're giving me 500 gold for this job. I could say this is
Right.
even for both.
Yeah.
Split 250 and be done.
Just come back at midnight. We'll square it up then, okay? Okay. You're not responding, sir.
250 gold, we call this even.
No. You owe more than that.
In my eyes, I know nothing. I owe nothing to
Right,
nobody.
you know,
but
everyone has a perspective, and the magistrate certainly has his own perspective, but
my plan had the boots until right before I walk up, and now I don't have boots anymore.
Say something.
you could just give him the boots.
Yeah.
Well,
But, you know,
I didn't know. I forgot they needed the boots, but I was going to give them everything I had.
the magistrate's he's a reasonable fellow. We'll just want to discuss it with you.
Probably. Like, let us know.
So,
What if I track down this shit human?
Just
I told him
kidding.
to kill him and bring the boots back.
well, that would be fine. Just do it before midnight, because we'll still have that meeting with the magistrate unless they get back.
Where at midnight?
Here. You'll come back here, and then we'll go see the magistrate.
What if
Or
I give
you
you the
come back at
boots?
midnight or before midnight, and you bring the boots, and then the meeting will be canceled.
All right.
Perhaps.
I'll go ahead and unequip.
We'll see how upset the magistrate is about the phantom being dead. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
No.
What?
I said, oh.
Oh, I thought you said no. I was like, what? You know, the alive
No
thing
bridge
was-
crossing.
The alive thing was pretty important. But
As long as
returning the boots would go a long way in gaining favor with the magistrate.
as long as this is on me and not my companions,
Right, no, yeah,
I'll
it's
be
just
back.
you. Just you. I mean... Yeah. Alright, so I'll see you at midnight?
Or before then.
Or before, okay. Alright, well, good luck to you, and may you not get caught when you murder this person.
I'm only back to say, you know, I liked you at first too. And then I'll walk away.
See you soon. And you make your way back?
Yeah.
Okay. You go back.
While, while he's gone,
where did you go?
I would like to talk to Lil.
Okay.
Dancing around.
She's
Smells of sulfur in here. Did somebody fart?
I think we need to talk some more.
Disaster.
Do you know anything
Fuck.
about these visions? Yes, it's a lovely quote. Do you know anything about these visions? Why you're so attached to... I don't know. So why though?
I don't quite understand.
Okay, you're going Irish.
There was more.
Is everything okay with you?
Understand the
Keeping the blood had a huge like,
details
win moment for
of
me.
my vision.
I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yes.
You know how dangerous the arcane nature can be.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure you're not getting in over your head or something.
I don't believe it's over my head.
If you believe you can control whatever is going on with you, then I will trust you. But I am here.
It might take some time for me to learn, as I don't 100% know exactly everything that is going on, obviously, since I passed out, and you told me something that I did, and I didn't know that I did it, but I was passed out, and then I saw this vision.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember you talking to your wand at one point. You said something like, "Hello, are you here? Do you know something about this?"
When was this?
It was when we were going after the book.
What book?
The book with the bleeding key.
Oh, the one that made you batshit.
Yeah, but is that new, or was that a... I don't know. I don't know, sister. I worry about you.
My wand's talked to me before, yes.
It's talk to you.
Yes.
How so?
What do you mean it's talked to me?
Wands don't talk.
Well, I can hear it. So
What-
it's saying something.
What is it saying?
The only time it ever talked to me is it warned us not to go in the was it a cave or
Fortress?
yeah, with all the ghosts. And then, you know, Clax became possessed and he started trying to kill himself, and that's why I was uncomfortable with going in there, because the one told me it was dangerous and to be careful, and we weren't careful and bad shit happened. That's the only time. It's just warned me. That's why I asked it, or tried to ask it, if it knew about the bloody book.
Well, it does sound like a smart wand.
No response though. It does what the hell it wants, I guess.
Sorry, Jonathan just took a picture with Tony Romo. Kind of distracting.
Yeah, you're in the middle of a conversation and you're.
Alright, sister, I'm just making sure everything's okay.
I'm telling you everything I know.
Alright.
Just because I don't understand it doesn't mean I'm going fucking crazy.
Well, I'm not saying you're crazy. I'm just saying if you need to talk, then I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's it.
This is bullshit.
That's pretty sweet.
What happened?
Finally got a picture with Romo.
How?
It looks all professional.
He's at the
too.
gala.
Yeah, it was like a real.
Yeah,
event.
real uppity up.
All
Right
right,
now?
so
What's a gala? What's he doing?
it's like something that is.
They're doing they're doing speeches or whatever, like a. Shit. Is it a?
It's like some kind of fundraiser.
Yeah, fundraiser. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was like.
Just
what the hell am I
gets
thinking
invited to
fundraiser?
that stuff all the time due to her job being in the media.
Using
I
that
have no idea what
Cleveland
Jessica
credentials.
Who?
His wife.
She works for like
she's
a
a
newspaper.
well, the Cleveland
Yeah.
newspaper. She's like the reporter.
Okay.
Well, Nate, got some bad news.
Where'd you run off to?
Oh, a piece of shit.
As you're talking, I'm like stomping around my new boots,
Yeah,
stretching them
like-
out, trying them on.
around
Like,
in her fucking new robe.
Oh, the worst part is I I should have rolled insight to see if I accepted it or not.
Did her tell you she couldn't?
I gave that short piece of shit woman.
You can go back to the Red Dove.
Yeah, gave her all that shit of the Phantom. Told him I killed him. Trying to get. I don't like she has fucking Lilith's blood, and I want to get that stupid job over with. And y'all helped me with.
That wouldn't get her blood back.
Let me finish. Alright, y'all trucked all the way out there to help me.
I feel like I just made eye contact with you through the computer
So-
screen. I'm sorry.
I was trying to do something nice
It
and
weirded me out.
get our heads off of that whole
Oh, 'cause I was like-
Phantom bullshit. And I thought I could lie to her. And it just didn't work.
What did you tell her?
That I killed her and that she wanted the fucking boots. So I told her I didn't have the fucking boots. And then I told her that I
What?
sold the boots for a horse and 100 gold. And then she wants $500
If
and
you
now...
were gonna lie, why did you say that you killed him?
Well, I wanted the job fucking done.
That was great. Sorry.
So how'd that go?
I gotta meet her at midnight.
For what?
For the boots, or maybe they'll send me to where we put Draven. I don't know what you humans do, but I'm not gonna be. I'll fucking fly away before they take me away.
Who takes you away?
Some fucking uppity up fucking gnome.
What did she say?
Meet me at midnight. Does that mean she wants to like have intercourse?
Just her?
I'm sure it won't just be her. I do not want to go in the doors of that place, but it's either give her the boots back or
Oh, you need the boots.
I'll give you 500 gold for your boots of your own money. To be fair, I've given you money and you've never paid me
So,
back.
If you give her the boots, then
We're done. We're clear.
give her the boots.
I mean, do they really make you that much faster? Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, that guy we know nothing about.
Just slapped the shit out of Mike.
What the heck? Take the boots off. Well, I guess.
We'll buy you some better ones.
We'll go murder some other phantom.
God damn it. I'm more disappointed in myself than you are.
Why'd you go down there alone?
Because y'all were all like excited about some ugly red colored cloak, and I was Trying to do some fucking.
Excuse me?
I tried to say it where you couldn't hear me.
No, quite loud.
Well, I don't know if we were in the same room
Yeah,
or not.
you mean that
We've all been in the same room the entire time.
Y'all were having.
faintly smelled of spoiled eggs.
Faintly smells of brimstone, which
I mean,
could
you know,
be
red don't look good on me.
I guess spoiling fun.
Brings out the purple in his eyes.
To be fair, it looks good on you.
Well, you know,
What I
next
thought-
time that you go making a decision like this, maybe bring it in front of the party first. I think we all would have been in support of turning this stuff in, but maybe we'd have had a better story than you killed him and sold the boots for $100 and a horse.
He said it was $100 in a hole.
Never, we don't know what he does with the horses.
I deserve that. That's fair. But if you never see me again, fuck you.
What do you mean, never see you again? Was there a threat against you being taken?
Well, you don't act like you don't know the fucking Red Dove, you gnomish speaking motherfucker.
Well,
I don't like
I've
fucking
been in
gnomes.
this
Why
town
would you want that nasty fucking language? It's like fucking nails on a chalkboard. I know
Now,
something's
now,
going on.
Let's not
It's
turn
dumb.
this into a thing.
This fucking gnomish bitch won't take fuck. I offered her 500 gold instead of the fucking boots, and she's like, "No, I want the boots, and I'm a bitch." I fucking hate bloody gnomes. I just want to leave this place. That's why I tried getting rid of this whole fucking process so we can go
Well, we probably
somewhere
would've-
nicer where we got people that are tall enough to see in their own fucking eyes without bending over and taking a shit.
We probably would have been leaving if we weren't having to deal with.
They can obviously track Lilith.
We're not going to
So
get
if-
her blood back.
Right. So if they're wanting to know where this phantom is, they can always find us if we're on the good side with them. That's what I was hoping. Was I wrong? Yes.
Roger Staubach and
I'll admit when I was
I'm
wrong.
not sure who the black guy is.
I don't know.
Well, let's go get these boots turned in, and hopefully,
You can't come with me.
maybe you can. If you get into a little bit of trouble, maybe you can throw some coin around and bribe your way out of it. But please, just say as little as possible.
We'll just stay outside and make sure I come out.
Stay nearby.
Yeah, maybe you can watch him.
You can take my bird with you.
It's not a bad idea.
Stay outside.
Well, let's get these boots turned in.
Damn it, gnomes. Idiots.
All right, so
Michael Finley, right?
I don't know.
Michael Finley.
I don't follow the Mavericks.
He was a
He
Spur.
was also a Spur.
He was a Spur champion.
Oh yeah. Don't recognize him.
He has a ring for the San Antonio Spurs.
How often do you really care about basketball? You know?
Not much. Yes, you were right.
He worked for the Spurs too.
So, we're just waiting around till midnight.
No,
What else you doing
marching our asses down to the Red Dove
right now?
Yes, immediately.
Oh, okay.
I said if I had the boots, I would come by soon.
Okay. So you
Didn't
make
she
your
say
way
that?
right down to
I'm
the.
gonna put my bird on his shoulder.
Yeah, she told you you could come by in a little while.
And I'm gonna stay outside.
Now, what are you gonna tell her?
Tell her that you got the boots.
When we say we found the man, you paid him the money back, and you got the boots back.
Exactly what I did.
Can I whisper as my bird through?
How much should I tell her I got the money for?
Tell
No.
What's a
Okay.
good reasonable
Exactly
price?
what
Whisper?
It
he
does not
paid
work
you,
like
you
that.
paid him back.
Like a fucking
Okay.
piece, like My bird
Okay,
says
so-
he doesn't like you.
Saying, and if she says, well, if he didn't take that money, say, well, I mean,
I made him.
yeah.
Okay, so
Alright.
you make your way into the Red Dove.
I
Say it's
cast my
been.
vision through
We're
the bird.
outside.
Okay, so you're outside.
Yes.
And you walk in.
I
Okay.
got the boots tied in with the shoelaces and they're wrapped around my shoulder, you know, like
Okay,
Tie
so
some shit.
you go in. Welcome back. I see you brought the boots.
he didn't want to sell them, but exchanges were in order without the
So you didn't
Blood.
murder him?
no.
Just
He
full
was,
of unfulfilled promises.
Well, I would expect the way you were treating me that was pretty stupid of me to sell them for 100 gold.
Yeah, it was really stupid to sell him for 100 gold
so
and a horse.
I told him how
Very-
stupid he
very
was
dumb.
for trying to trick me. So I went back and told him, you either give me the right price or you give me the boots back.
And you murder him anyway.
No, I gave him the 100 shinies and a
Okay.
horse. Because, I mean,
So you
I'm faster than a
sold
horse
them again
anyways.
for 100 gold and a or you bought them for 100 gold and a horse.
It was a fair swap, you could say.
Well, you brought the boots back. That's wonderful. May I have them? All right. Now, for the great news. You brought the boots back. That was awesome. The bad news. The magistrate's still pretty mad that the phantom isn't alive. So, still gonna need you to come back at midnight.
Is he gonna know that I get? That he just
Well, he knows you brought the boots
gonna
back.
arrest me instead of him?
What? No, he just wants to speak with you.
Is he a gnomish fellow?
He is a kind and reasonable fellow.
He's gonna have about 10 guards with him.
I don't know. I've never had to meet the magistrate myself. I haven't, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But you'll be. But yeah, you'll need to speak with him. Probably he'll want to know like, why did you kill him? Why is he dead? We wanted him alive. Why'd you do this?
Pretty simple. He attacked me.
Yeah, but again, you'll just have to answer to
He
him.
followed me 2 days away from here and tried to attack me from behind in the
Again,
middle of a battle
I'm not,
with.
I trust you. I believe you. I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm just saying that the magistrate is a little upset that he's not going to get to pass his judgment along to the phantom. And
Yeah, I passed the judgment for him. The quick death.
and let him know that. Maybe he'll like that. Maybe don't let him know that, or in that tone. I don't know. I've never met with.
Okay, so
What?
it's just me in here.
So you'll just have to speak with the magistrate. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Where are we meeting?
We'll meet here, and then I'll take you to them, or to him. And then you'll go inside, and he'll be like, "Why did you do this?"
So, is he going to try and arrest me?
I don't know.
Inside check.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hit my bird inside check.
She does not know.
Don't think so.
Yeah, she
Are you
don't
looking
know,
through his
but
eyes?
it's just
Then you
9.
can inside check.
It's a 9.
She seems like she doesn't know.
Yeah, okay.
Nate doesn't. 14. She just it seems like she doesn't really know what's gonna happen.
My bird's considered.
Well, don't bring the bird with you. That was your bird's a little untame.
I don't even know what this bird is. He just landed on
This
my
is just
shoulder.
a random bird.
My birthday like flying.
Does this normally happen?
Well, when you're an air genasi and you live in the sky,
You
Friendly
live
flying.
in the sky?
My bird's flying around the board.
Amazing. What's it like?
have you ever held your breath and then you realized you'll never have to take another breath for the rest of your life?
No, I have to breathe.
That's how I live. And I turn around and walk out.
Okay.
My bird flies through the open door.
Acrobatics check.
It gets crushed in the door.
No!
Okay.
I thought it was a door, but it was a window.
It was too
What is this
clean.
magic?
It was too clean. Oh god. Okay.
So what did she say?
I don't think I'm gonna meet the magistrate.
A magistrate? Why didn't you tell me about the magistrate before?
I was
Well-
telling y'all everything that. Hold on.
Next time I see your bird, you're gonna have to get your little thing and flame out and fucking bring him back.
Why would you not like my bird?
Did you keep fucking tattletelling on me?
I'm
No,
not
we
tattletelling
call like
on
that in
you.
the mountains.
I told you I
Little
was
bitch.
tapping you. Well, you can go to the magistrate by yourself then.
That's what I was hoping for.
What?
Let me.
Did you just hear something?
I think maybe I should try to talk to someone before this meeting. Let me see if I can hunt someone down that.
Might be just going back to the mountain. Fuck all this shit.
Why don't you go ahead and hand over that big old sack of gold we got there, and I'll see if we can smooth this over.
Zero's had a real rough time.
Yeah, it's been rough.
How much gold
in
do
the
we have in that
lowlands?
sack, so?
In the
Plenty.
valley.
Got some
Bye-bye.
weapons.
Yeah, let's go sell some shit.
No, I don't have any. We've already sold all those weapons.
Got the amethyst.
At 21, we got 2,094 gold. I don't think y'all should be showing any type of face at all.
I'm gonna go ahead and take 1,000 gold out of that.
You gonna go do some sly shit?
I'm gonna attempt to.
I might
Okay.
smoke a cigarette while you
I'll
do
go
that.
smoke a
Then.
cigarette. We'll go.
Okay.
We need to talk.
So we'll do this, and then we'll
God
come
damn,
down afterwards and take a break.
Fucking A, man. I'm so sorry, guys.
Maybe one beer a night. No, I'm playing.
Well, my first actual worked. It's just that I fucking chat my mouth and fucking should have been more
Yeah.
patient.
Yeah.
Go, honey.
Wait.
Just having a session.
No shoes.
God, I'm so hard. Oh.
You're good. I like these name tags on here. They look pretty good.
That was really cool. I've had it's like cut out on me a couple times with just my computer. I think dropping
Yeah.
service.
My stream looks stable, so it must
Yeah,
just be
Tones
that.
has been going the whole time.
All right, so
You pause it.
pause what?
Well, I don't know if something might get into something that other people might not want to see.
What do you mean?
Are you gonna
Stop the
pause
stream?
Yeah.
You want me to pause the stream?
Well, do you usually show private conversations on the stream?
They're all on there.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't know. Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
because it's for them. I mean, it's like okay. I'd rather people not go back and watch those portions, but I know Tone does, so
Okay.
it's whatever. You just gotta, if you're gonna watch it, you just gotta keep it out of the game, you know.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I want to. I'm gonna walk back down there
Okay.
and go talk. Go up to the bartender and hey, I need to set up a meeting with the eye.
Oh. Okay. I'll tell her that you're looking for her, and I'm sure we'll come get you in a moment.
Okay.
So she walks off. She comes back a few minutes later and told you that she sent someone to go relay the message. And about 45 minutes later, a man comes back. You recognize him as Franklin. He's like, "Oh, come on, Nathaniel," and y'all walk around, you know, through the alleys. You know where this is. You go through and you go down the stairs into the chamber, like entry room of this building. And you've been here many times, and you know there's that single red door on the back wall. Eventually, it opens, and she comes out. Nathaniel,
How have things been?
things have been well, really.
Business looks like it's picking up.
Business has been great so far. And honestly,
I hope the items we were able to procure for you earlier have
yes,
worked in your favor.
it's gone well, and
You know, I've made it look good. I'm sure you'll hear in the news in the next few days or so. Maybe the town criers will have a news story to you. It will be quite
Always nice
fun.
to have a bit of a spin on things.
Absolutely. So, what do I owe the pleasure of a in-person visit from you?
Well, it seems need a bit of a favor, or maybe some advice.
Okay.
How tight are you with this magistrate here in town?
The magistrate?
Yes.
What about it?
It seems one of my companions has to meet him tonight due to an unfortunate event where this phantom character wound up dead.
Oh.
Seems like
Daniel.
he's going to be taking the fall for this.
Well, oh, that's interesting.
Brought a little bit of coin, maybe if he's a man that has a price.
He is a little different. A little.
Not one of those straight line kind of folks, is he?
No, and the magistrate is a cute name for it. He's not a judge by any means. He's just the one who oversees disputes and punishments in our organization. And you know, over time you've heard of the magistrate before. Okay. But, you know, he's always been ambiguous and kind of an enigma. Okay. Most people have never even seen him, you know.
He'd be like the wolf or like...
Yeah. He's very obscure. Okay. Doesn't ever come out. You'll never see him at the bar. Most people, like, they couldn't even tell you what he looks like because almost no one's seen him. And you do know that a lot of people that have gone to see him have not returned.
You're not returned.
Yeah. So you do know that for a fact.
So I would have a reason to be coming to her.
Yes, you absolutely wouldn't be like, oh fuck, like, what did your friend do?
Well, you know, as we had talked about before, I steered the Blackmore children into taking out a debt here with the corporation.
Right, that was great.
During one of the jobs that they took, they were supposed to bring in a man alive. He wound up dead.
Okay. And he's drawn the ire of the magistrate from this event.
It seems so. He was a pest, definitely, for any of the corporation's business goings on.
Okay. I can try to talk to him. I don't know if I can convince him to back off. But I can do my best to keep him from killing your friend.
Would it be best for him to show up?
Yes, I think it would be. I think I can convince him to not kill him. He might just try to intimidate him or scare him a bit.
We don't want to...
tell your friend to remain calm.
We don't want to offend him, so
try not to insult.
Offering money be an insult to him?
Not necessarily, but you might want something else. Maybe I'll try to get in his ear and see if there's something he desires that you might be able to acquire before this meeting. I'll send you a message in a few hours and let you know.
I've also need some more advice.
Okay.
We may not be in Driscoll long, and these kids, they seem a little homesick. We may be swinging by Blackmore here in a few weeks or so.
Okay.
And when I come face to face with Alistair again, if that so happens, what position should I take? I have a feeling he may know that these items were not procured appropriately through the Driscolls.
He most certainly knows.
My head may be rolling here.
Your head won't be rolling. He may be a little upset, but I've discussed with him already. I'm going to be making my play soon enough. And maybe, just maybe, find myself in a official position of power here in this city. Come out from the underground a little bit.
A great play getting into his good graces.
Yes, he wasn't necessarily happy when I relayed the message, but I let him know what I had and what I could provide. It costs him, or it will cost him, breaking his vow with the Driscoll family, but I will slide into that deal. We'll see how the Sables react, but if they want to be a part of it, then perhaps it'll just be the death of the Driscoll family.
I may try to steer them away from that town anyway, as long as possible.
Yes, it might be best. Certainly wouldn't be happy to find one of his own playing a big hand in this, but it is what it is now.
You know them. They recognize ambition in many forms.
Indeed, they do. And perhaps he'll come to appreciate it over time. He'll realize having someone like me as an ally is a little bit better than the Driscoll family. I can take over their businesses just as they do and bring in a whole new power base of my own that's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Willing to do a little more to get things done. So, we'll see. But, again, I'll speak with the magistrate. I won't try to pretend like I have total control over him, but
any help you can provide would be much appreciated.
I can try to keep your friend alive, and again, I'll send you a message letting you know if there's something in particular that he wants that might go as a good peace offering. But I'll go do that now. Best of luck to you and your companions tonight.
Until we see each other again.
Until we see each other again. Good day. Alright guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Our story takes place in the land of a country ruled by 5 wealthy and powerful houses. House Thorley on the western coast by the Sea of Swords. House Driscoll beneath the Small Teeth. House Sable at the base of the Cloud Mountains. House Blackmore to the north near the Black Lake. And House Marrow to the east on the shores of Lake Esmo. These 5 city-states form the nation of a sovereign state to the south of the Sword Coast. Each house competes with each other for power. House Thorley currently sits atop the others, with the gnomes of Driscoll not far behind. These are the Amnian Knights, the Blackmore Saga. The Blackmores are a family of mages. They control most of the magic in Ulm, though there are other magic users from other houses. When one comes of age in House Blackmore, they must go out into the world, stripped of their name, and perform great deeds until their house agrees that they've done enough to earn the name back. Those of higher station must perform greater deeds. This story follows Draven and Lilith, the only children of Alistair Blackmore, the leader of House Blackmore. They've been sent on their birthright quest, as all of this house must do, though their father hired mercenaries to help them out along the way. A cleric by the name of Bane, and his lizard-folk companion, Mullet Clax. Together, they were sent out to Sable City to recover a stolen family heirloom, the Infernal Wand.
The leader of House Sable, Theseus, hated magic, and he had come into possession of this precious artifact by some means unknown. When they arrived, they learned the infernal wand was stored in the vault of a bank. After scouting it out, they decided that the place was too well guarded to try to make an attempt on it. After a while, Lilith made contact with an old friend, Cassius, the nephew of Theseus, and the heir to the Sable Throne. Cassius was not like his uncle. He appreciated the power of magic and saw that it could be the engine that would power the future. If only he could take over House Sable sooner. Our heroes saw this as a means to an end. They schemed in secret with Cassius and Lawrence, the leader of an adventurers guild in Sable City, known as the Federation. This group conspired to assassinate Theseus. Cassius would take him on a hunting trip, and Lawrence would give our heroes a mission near the same area. They would spring a trap and murder Theseus, blaming it on the gnolls that were infesting the region. All of this went according to plan, with Lilith being the one to strike the killing blow, completely dissolving Theseus in her magical acid. Cassius soon came into control of House Sable, and he called for a meeting between House Sable, Driscoll, and Blackmore to discuss a potential alliance. After these meetings were complete, the three houses had formed an alliance to help each of them further their own power and take down House Thorley. Alistair called our heroes to his royal tent. He laid out 5 large sapphires on the table and told them that they needed to travel to the Cloud Mountains to capture air elementals. By saying a command word, they could trap the elementals in these gems.